When you think of fair competition, what do you think of? Maybe sports, but you don't think of the Oscars. So I'm not gonna lie. I saw this earlier this morning on some Reddit post from like 3 years ago, but I missed out on the trend. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna talk about it. Plus, I see nobody talking about it enough, anyways. So on to the main point, anyways. The Oscars are trash, just straight garbage, like baby baby food, brain dead, like goop bad. More specifically, in their choices in the animated films. If you want more information, since I'm just gonna gloss over the facts and hop straight into my opinions mostly, check out the article by Mashable I'm putting in the description. But to sum up the situation in the most like simple way I can, literally the animated film nominations of the Oscars always just snubs actual good animated films, especially anime, and goes straight to the baby brain processed garbage such as like Boss Baby or what's it called? Hold on. Shaun the Sheep Farmageddon. I mean, literally, I have never heard of Shaun the Sheep before, let alone watch like the third sequel or whatever this is. I assure you, though, on my life, that A Whisker Away was a better movie. Despite it being a TV show adaptation, I'm sure Mugen Train was better. Going back to 2018, like this highlights it perfectly, and it was glanced over in the article, but Boss Baby, Boss Baby was nominated for an Oscar. I want you to think about that for a minute. Like, I know when someone says that, you don't actually think about that for a minute. Genuinely think about that for a minute. Boss Baby was nominated for an Oscar. Want to know what else came out in 2017? Blame, a decent movie. The Black Butler movie, haven't seen that, but I hear it was pretty good. Your Name and A Silent Voice. How on God's green earth, in any shape or form, does Boss Baby beat out Your Name and A Silent Voice? Literally, look at this. Compared to this.
Ladies, the secret to deep fried butter is a healthy dab of margarine.
Let me inform you, of which the article informed me, and something that I think the article overlooked. The Oscars are chosen by branches, the largest being the actors branch. Do you know who's on the actors branch? People like Alec Baldwin and A-list celebrities. Want to know who I'm betting isn't largely represented on that branch? Literally anyone who watches animated films on the regular for enjoyment, let alone native Japanese actors. The actors branch is just going to always vote for whoever they're buddy-buddy with in whatever regurgitated garbage we call film they star in. I don't think there's a single person on this planet with more than 10 IQ points who thinks Boss Baby was a better film, animation or story-wise, compared to A Silent Voice. Don't get me started back on this here. Listen, I'm sure Over the Moon is a decent movie. Maybe Shaun the Sheep Farmageddon isn't an absolute dumpster fire. But never once in my life, nor will I ever, hear anybody say, "Have you seen Shaun the Sheep Farmageddon?" But I've talked to tons of people about movies like Weathering with You and A Whisker Away. There's a difference between high budget animation and a heartwarming cliche story and an actual good film and movies. I've yet to see Weathering with You because I just don't like pirating movies. It morally, which I know is stupid. It roast me or something. Uh, I have yet to hear one negative opinion about it. Ride Your Wave, Mugen Train, Children of the Sea, the list goes on. I don't think it'll ever change because it has no reason to ever change. They always make money. And I've always thought the Oscars was dumb, but this just proves it's a money dump that they just used to have the masses, myself included, mindlessly watching them hand out meaningless awards that are just given to the ones who have the most connections in the industry. I'm not saying in the least that the Oscars never get anything right. Last year was actually pretty surprising to me, the amount of actually decent movies that were in there. And I think overall, Parasite was the best movie and everything, so it winning out big was worthy. But I think that they just voted according to the masses and it was no brainer anyways. The animation section will most likely always be a throwaway where we'll just see the newest Disney and Pixar movies thrown in with some kids' movies and the occasional alright film. Now, am I in any position to be proposing solutions? No, absolutely not. But do I think my ideas are better than that sorry excuse of a system they call voting? Most definitely. The biggest problem, in my opinion, and many others, is that the public opinion is never actually reflected. No one saw Boss Baby and thought, this is an Oscar worthy movie. Nobody. But I also don't think that stuff like the box office should be the deciding factor either, because that puts movies like Parasite on a nearly even playing field as something like the Emoji Movie or Smurfs: The Lost Village. Personally, I think they should just have something like a census or something where you go online, make an account, and just like vote for your top 10. It's still a garbage way to go about it, and movies like Your Name or Ride Your Wave, which are like masterpieces, but not especially mainstream, would probably never be nominated. But at least hopefully Boss Baby 2 won't be nominated. It's just overall better. But those are just my opinions, and honestly, I think nothing will ever change. But I was outraged after seeing that Reddit post, so I booted up my computer and wrote the script in a fit of rage. I'd say debate me, but if you I don't think anybody will disagree with me, but I mean, like, hey, do it if you want.